What up, guys? Just a quick update on the my exhaust situation. It is a bit loud. I mean, some people probably would love it. It's just basically, you know, like I said, it's a downpipe, catless, no resonator, straight to muffler deletes. If I could do it all over again, I would have kept my stock mufflers and went stage 2, and then I would have probably gotten just a little bit better of mufflers, maybe a little bit, you know, better sounding mufflers, because the stock mufflers, just, I really didn't like the sound, and they were really quiet. However, I don't know how loud they would have been with my current setup, but I know that they're just big and heavy. So I'm gonna go to a custom muffler shop right now, and I'll document that for as much as I can for my channel. And I'm gonna see, there's a whole slew of shit going on right now. On eBay, I'm currently listing my nameless muffler deletes for sale for $315. They were $399 new, and I've only put in about 4,000 miles on them, so they're essentially brand new. And now, if they were to sell before I decide what I'm gonna do, then I'm just gonna buy a completely different set of mufflers. Maybe even I might even just get the nameless mufflers, either SRS or nameless, the same things basically, but with mufflers, to make it a little bit quieter. Now, what I really would like to hear is MAP Performance. They have mufflers with, well, they don't call them mufflers, they call it basically resonators at the ends. So that might sound even better, I'm not sure. So it's just, after you have gone on YouTube and heard this car and this car and this car, nobody is basically doing what I have done, which is just, you know, catless everything. My car is straight piped, guys. There's not that many straight piped WRXs. They always have something a little different. Either they have just muffler deletes, which is popular, or they have a stage 2, but then they have mufflers, which is the smart thing to do. And usually they sound great. Like, I mean, if money was no object whatsoever, I think I simply would have, I mean, there's some sick exhausts, like the NVIDIA Q400 with mufflers. Very expensive, but the sound is amazing. And if you're going, like I said, full downpipe, catless, everything, no resonator, I'm sure it would sound great. The only problem is just there is droning at certain RPMs where it is just loud, guys. It's not loud just putzing around. You shift at about 2,500 RPMs, but we're talking about driving a WRX like freaking like a grocery getter. You get up on it and you're just attracting so much attention. It's absolutely ridiculous. And as much as I like going under tunnels and just blasting people out, it's just, it's a young man's game here. It's not a 40-plus-year-old man's game where I feel sort of like people must think I'm a kid driving this thing. And it's not that I'm ragging on kids for doing it, because if I was 20, I'd love it. I'd be like, this is great. But I'm not 20. And I want to be able to hear the engine. I got engine upgrades. I want to hear the blow-off valve. I want to hear the intake. I want to hear the turbo spool up. These things I can't hear anymore. I don't hear any of that. All I hear is exhaust. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's 12:44. They said they could look at my car at 1 o'clock, and I am exhausted. I've been up all night. I already worked out at 5 a.m. or 5:15 a.m. exactly. So I'm off, and we'll see what they say. Because if the custom exhaust place is going to be too expensive, then it's absolutely pointless. All right, guys. This is the cold start. There, it just went quiet just now. I have to edit those 2 clips because for some reason the phone shuts off when the car starts. I don't know if it's to do with, I really don't know. I've heard other I've heard other guys start their car, like this Mustang started his car, but his phone didn't shut off, but there's a glitch. The audio cuts out twice, and then the phone keeps recording, but not with mine. My phone shuts off. So there it is. I have to yell over this exhaust. So let's take a trip to this muffler shop and see what happens. Alright guys, so here we are. We're headed to the muffler shop. It's only like 2 miles away. Hopefully I don't have to edit a lot of this footage, but here, listen to this sound, guys. I don't know if you can pick that up, but it's loud. So that's where the resonance hits, 3,500 RPMs. And you know, if I'm just cruising around town and I want to, you know, take it easy on the car, 2,500 RPM is okay. But man, I'll do a quick pull here. I'm gonna do a quick pull right here. Try to hit some boost. That's gonna be sick. Hopefully no cops. Jesus, guy pulled right in front of me. Guys with similar mods I've seen unbelievably hit 3.7 0 to 60. Get a Stage 2 Plus, because really the only thing I don't have is an intercooler. But when you get into Stage 2 Plus, I have 319 pounds of torque. That torque kicks in really fast. Like really fast. Like it, but if it was quieter, I'd be able to hear the blow-off valves and stuff, which I can't hear at all. I'm gonna put the windows up. I gotta look out for this place because I think I'm not even sure what side of the road it's on. There we go. I heard the blow-off valve right there. So wing stop. Anyways, guys, I'd like to give you a better example of the blow-off valve. Got any room to work with here. Jesus. Man, when you mash the throttle, this thing wants to go. Alright, wings and things. It might be on the other side of the road. Alright guys, there it is. It's on the lift. So I think that back part's stock.
This piece here.
Yeah, and the Y pipe. The only part that's not stock is the exhaust, like
The only thing is,
the axle backs.
putting the muffler up there is going to give you can't put anything real big.
Right.
And you're not just going to lower your ground clearance too. The diameter is quite a bit bigger than that pipe.
Right.
I'd probably see if you can buy 2 bolts up performance mufflers for that.
Right. Well, yeah, like I was saying, I just thought like I was just wondering like if anything could fit like a single canister in the middle there.
I could get a 2.5-inch resonator in there, but I don't know how much is required, to be honest with you.
Right. I mean, you saw how loud it was.
Right, but I can't promise you, like I said, I can't promise how much is required.
Alright guys, so I'm back from the muffler shop. he basically said is what he could do is there's a section of mid pipe where he could put in a resonator, like a custom resonator. But to be honest with you guys, he wasn't sure what would happen. He said that my ground clearance would change a little bit. It's gonna, you know, just the way that the car sits is already sort of low, and he wasn't sure on how much sound reduction would actually happen. And with the way my exhaust flows so freely since the tune and everything, and the downpipe and the cats, he's like, he thinks that I might burn out the resonator pretty quickly. And my tuners did say that if I just get mufflers, which is like replace my axle back mufflers with, replace my non-mufflers with mufflers, then it wouldn't need a retune, because, you know, the exhaust gases are already basically all the way through the car, and they're just getting quieted by the mufflers back there once, you know, if I get a replacement. So basically, I'm just gonna go the route that I had originally planned, which is selling my nameless muffler deletes and either getting SRS or, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna bid on this guy's auction and hopefully it doesn't go too high, and then hopefully I break even. That's the best. That's a best case scenario, is I break even. So because whereas I love the exhaust sound in traffic, I don't love it if you're the only one on the road and there's cops around, and they're just gonna be like they're gonna gravitate right towards you. This guy's in a Mustang right now, and that's an EcoBoost too. Actually, I just saw him. If he's stock, I could take him, I think. But I got this slow truck in front of me for some reason, so. I can't get around this truck. Well, if I wanted to be really rude, I could, but not looking good. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do, guys. So if, whoa! And then this guy just turned out of nowhere. What a douche! Didn't even put it on his signal. See if we can get some pops. Nope. See, my tuner said I do not tune for pops and cracks. I mean, I know it's fun and I know it sounds great, but they don't give you multiple tunes. They don't give you a pop and crack tune, and they don't give you the standard stage 2 or pro tune, whatever you want to call it. They just tune it straight for performance. And on Rally Speed Direct's YouTube channel, he has a supercharged WRX with the turbo, but he went with a different turbo, like what he thought was an upgraded turbo. Ended up screwing him. I have more horsepower and way more torque than him, and they did a lot of work on that car. I'm talking about a lot of work. See, 42 miles an hour. I don't even exceed the speed limit, but a cop might think I'm going flying through traffic, and I'm really not. I'm at 4,000 RPM. Right into third, you couldn't even tell I switched gears. But I really don't know how well the iPhone picks up the exhaust, but it's ridiculous. I mean, just cruising around right now, there's no drone, there's nothing. It's only when you get out in the car is it ridiculous. Which was fine when I just had the muffler deletes. It was still the same concept, where it was pretty quiet. I mean, not the cold start. Cold starts are both loud. This cold start's ridiculous. You can't even hear yourself think. But let's see if I can get a pop right here. Wait, here's where I'll get a pop. There we go. It's only in first, right below 2,000 RPM. There we go. But that's the only pops I get. I don't get any pops The only other sort of pop I get is when I'm going full blast in the third to fourth. But it has to be full blast. Like when they tune the car, they do the dyno runs in third. And my tuners didn't even rev out first and second. I heard them going very easy in first and second. I saw my air to fuel ratio being pretty good. Oh, I took out my access port, but I had it in there for a while, and I was checking the air to fuel, and it's solid, no knocks, no nothing. And right now the car is fully heated up. The temperature over here, I believe that's the oil temperature, is 207. And basically the car is sitting at negative 11 psi right now, just idling. So even if I rev the car, it doesn't. Zero. Rev is 0 psi. I couldn't get the turbo to spool it, so I don't know if that's a safeguard built in, or if my tuners did that. It's been too long since I've driven the stock, tune, so I don't know. But that's it, guys. I will let you know what happens, and maybe even I can take it back to that place for them just to stick on that exhaust, or me and a friend will end up doing it for free, so I don't know. All it is, it's a very simple bolt-on.